Hello, I'm Coach Natalie, and welcome to this episode of Jiu Jitsu for Dummies. Well, we're working on classic moves, and for some reason, we have never done the cross-collar choke from the guard. I don't know how that's happened, but today that's what we're going to tackle. It's pretty simple. Let's check it out. Okay, let's break it down. Now, the cross-collar choke looks like you're choking people with their gi, but that might seem like you're choking people with the fabric. Really, we're just using the fabric kind of as a hinge. Kind of like those long-handled nutcrackers, and there's that little hinge, and you put the nut in there. In this case, the person's neck or carotid artery is like that little nut, and our two arms crossing in front of the person's neck is actually doing the squeezing. We're not squeezing them with fabric. Let's check it out. So, Brock here is in my closed guard. First thing I'm going to do is I want to get this hand, this palm up hand, into the back of their neck, the back of their gi, just as far as I can. And so I'm going to feed this open collar here, reach in, grab as far back as I can. If I can get to the back of his neck, that would be best. Next, with my hand palming down, this is supinated, this is pronated, I'm going to grab the fabric on the other side of his neck. Now, I could grab the top of the fabric. Some people actually grab inside the collar, but it might be just easier to grab the top of the fabric. And then I'm going to be bringing my hands over in a loop. And so you can kind of see that one hand's down, one hand's up. The next thing I'm going to be doing is this first hand, the forearm should be close to their neck. A lot of times people are going to do it where their arms are extended. That's not providing as much pressure. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be moving my hands towards my chest. And I can pull him down, I can sit up, but basically I'm going to do this type of movement. Again, feed, grab, loop, and get the choke. As I said, that we are not choking people with the fabric. We're just using the fabric as a hinge. The biggest failure would be failing to get the hands to the back of the neck. Ideally, you will have both your hands touching on the back of their neck, and then of course, when they get crossed in the front, that poor little neck is squished. So let's try it one more time. Again, closed guard, feed, hand up as far back as I can, grab the top of the fabric of their gi. My wrists are now crossed, and I'm going to be pulling towards my chest. I can accomplish that by pulling them towards me, or, you know, I'm just going to work with what I got. I might sit up and pull myself towards them. And you should get the tap. So, I hope you enjoy learning. This is an oldie but a goodie. We do cover the cross collar choke from the mount, I think maybe back in episode 13 or something like that. You might want to check that out. In that case, you're having to, you know, tripod your head on the floor to prevent being, you know, bucked off, because both of your hands are occupied, and you know, you're on the mount, but that's actually, ironically, you're not in a very stable position. When you're, you know, sitting on with your butt on the floor, you're actually far more stable. But as we, you know, approach our 100th video, we're going to be, you know, looking in some of these more classic moves. So hope you like it. Share my series with others, and thank you very much for your support of Jiu Jitsu for Dummies.